All right, boys, we're back. Had a little week or so of no video, but we are back full force. Day one, road to Eisenhart. We are here at Seminole Strength training Yoke. This is gonna be my first time doing Yoke in realistically in a few years. This is only about 600 pounds. I believe this the initial frame was 260, and we have 100 or 360 pounds added, so 620 total. We didn't actually measure, but we're theorizing this is about 100 feet to the end of the asphalt. Gotta stop saying We really are trying to train for Strongman, but simultaneously still train for Eisenhart, which is a push-pull. But long-term, OSG, December, Giants Live, World's Strongest Man, the vision has been seen. So let's enough talk. Let's see how this thing feels. No shoes. Hope I don't step on any glass or rocks or thorns or nails. Or not going to go crazy fast in this first one. We're doing 3 of these, 100 feet, 600-ish pounds. All right, boys, round 2. That was actually a little harder than I expected it to be. Obviously, just running around on the asphalt with no shoes on. Not wearing any supportive equipment yet. I want to try to keep these like as raw as possible for as long as I can. And then once we do add equipment, obviously that will leverage more and more load. But in theory, the more equipment we have to use to just lift heavier weights, it's going to tax the nervous system more. So especially when introducing a new movement like this that it's been quite a long time since I've done, the threshold for stimulus is extremely low. So there's really no reason to max out or go as hard as possible because there's no momentum there. There's no progression. There's no ability to next time do slightly more. So small, steady steps all the way to the top. Round 2. This was a bit downhill too. Just falling off my fucking back constantly. Fucking shit hurts, dude. All right, boys. Feet started bleeding and it's really hot, so we did have to throw on the shoes. A little soft, but last one. Let's get it done. See if I actually just move through this one and not fumble it all over the place. Thing on. All right, boys. So we changed the scenery. We're back at Capital City Barbell. The AC is not really on here, so I really don't know if this was much of a strategic move to come here. But at least we have a dedicated split squat setup. So yoke, split squat. I believe I have some box jumps and kettlebell hip flexor lift today. So extremely excited to actually be on a program, actually have a coach. If you guys have been following for any length of time, I've worked with Josh Bryant since about 2021, a bit of 2022, some of 2024, and I've been self-coached for the last almost year since I competed at the Reach Rumble in Utah in September. So it's fun. It's really nice to be spontaneous with training and not have a super rigid plan. Be able to kind of go in, decide what feels good. All right, I'm going to do this, and then also just having the ability to change direction. All right, I want to train this for a month. I want to train that for a month. But eventually, the loss of direction and no real trajectory starts to kind of eat away at you. And I think having brief periods of time where you're very locked in, very regimented, accountability from a coach, and then having other periods of time where you're able to kind of play around with it, explore, make sure the body feels good again, get back to more diverse exercise selection, and not maybe even spending time away from the gym so that you can miss it, you can come back with vigor and reignite the flame. So split squats, I'm just going to do 70s, 3 sets of 10, elevating the front foot and the back foot, pausing, trying to milk the most I can out of the least amount of weight, and then just linearly progress that to the moon. So let's go, boys. Those are no joke, dude. All right, boys. New exercise. I have a new coach. We have some interesting ideas on how to kind of target the squad. So you just saw me do the Bulgarian split squats. That's full knee, full hip flexion, trying to get past depth. This is going to be a little bit different. It's going to work on kind of the upper end range of motion, just the knee extension. So using about 7.5 inches on the box, and 60-pound SSP. So it's what is that? 150. 3 sets of 10 each leg. I'm not going to take a break in between legs like I did for the split squats because it's just not nearly as, I think, cardiovascularly tiring, way less range of motion. But this being an exercise I've never done before, I don't really know the ceiling or how much weight. I don't really pressure. I don't know how strong I am. So let's find out. Yeah, it's super easy, but weird balance, weird coordination. I'm trying to figure out my cadence, my sequence of steps. All right, so we're at 3 plates now. It's 330 pounds, single leg step ups. Pick your feet up, boy. So I'm going to do 8 each leg and then 4 box jumps. That hurts.